And away from football to rugby, the Nigerian men's national team, the Black Stallions, on Sunday qualified for the 2024 Olympic qualifiers scheduled to hold in Harare, Zimbabwe in September. Nigeria dispatched Ghana, Burundi, Congo, Cote d'Ivoire before defeating Botswana in the semi-finals to pick the ticket at the African Sevens pre-Olympic tournament in Mauritius. The team, however, lost in the final match to Algeria. And talking about that one, we have someone that will be talking to us about this. His name is Azeez Ladipo. Azeez Ladipo, how are you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
So much for joining us on this one. Let's talk about your experience in Mauritius. How did it go?
Yeah, well, as you rightly said, it's the pre-qualifiers to the Olympics in Zimbabwe. Nigeria was relegated to the bottom following a ban on us, and we had to work that up for 2 years. And we were ranked number 24th, leading to the tournament. And then we finished the tournament strong. We finished as top 11 now. So we've moved 13 places up to 11th. So it was a really, really tough one for us because we were just coming back from playing. We hadn't played for about 3 years, preceding the tournament. So what we did was we were intentional about what we wanted to achieve. And first of all, we got a coach in May. We had engaged the coach since last year, but everything materialized in May. And coach is Steve Lewis from New York Rugby. And then we got our players together in the UK early, so they started tournaments. And then we got some own-based players to join in with the team, as well as a player from the US, and to get the perfect blend. And they were able to produce a very good performance over the weekend.
How the coach Azeez, of course, you got a new coach. You just mentioned him, Steve Lewis, Coach Steve. And what was the challenge like in being the new gaffer of the team, and the challenge that you guys were able to surmount? Can you hear me? Azeez, if you can hear me, what I asked is that you have a new coach, and his name is Coach Lewis, Steve Lewis, and he just became the gaffer of the team. So what were the challenges that you people faced in Mauritius that you were able to surmount with this new coach, Lewis?
Yeah, well, first of all, we have to thank the coach because we engaged him based on his love and his passion for Nigerian rugby. He was with us years back, about 10 years ago, and qualified Nigeria for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. So he wanted to read projects, and we, identified, myself and a couple of other people, identified the fact that, he could lead us there, having won the Coach of the Year in the US twice, 2016 and 2019. So we knew he was the right man for the job, and we went for him. So the challenges we faced was quite the normal challenges that most teams face, which is finance. Our budget was barely funded, but we have to thank the Ministry of Sports for coming through for us. I mean, they came through for us, and then we also had the issue of having the players play together. So what we did was we organized tournaments in the UK. So we organized them to play together in London. What we used to do in the past, especially with the UK, they used to play in the series, which implies that you have to go to Bournemouth, you have to go to Plymouth, Liverpool, you have to go to Manchester to play in tournaments, different tournaments. But what we did this time around was we concentrated the tournaments in London, so that we get full house at all times. So we played the Egg Chaser Sevens first, and then we played the Lead Sevens, and then and so those 3 tournaments prepared our players for the task ahead. And when the Nigerian boys joined in, and the player from America, Fred Ajudua, when he joined in, it was very easy for them to, to understand each other, especially when the coach also came in. So what we basically did was move the camp from Nigeria to London, because that's where we have the bulk of the players, and everything worked out for good. We also had a very good media push with United Planet Media, supporting us to spread the word, and it was a very good one for us. I think the challenges were surmounted to an extent, but we hope to improve. Going into Zimbabwe.
Even going into Zimbabwe, of course, it is understood that the team lost their last match against Algeria, right? So let's talk about what next. Of course, the qualifier facing against the top teams in Africa. South Africa is there in Botswana too, as well. Uganda as well. What is preparation like for the team to ensure that they overcome?
Early preparations, motivation for the players, shared determination. I think the Nigerian spirit of, never say die.
There? Okay, so, of course, that was... Okay, Azeez, are you back?
I'm back. I can hear you clearly.
Now, do you want me to take it again?
John, which is what is next for us. So I was saying that, early preparation, motivation for the players and the staff, planning, careful planning, and execution. I think that's what it entails. So we have set out early. We've already started work today. So we're reaching out to people to say, you have an opportunity to be part of this, especially corporates and individuals that would like to support the team. So we're reaching out to people. We're setting up a plan for how do we camp, how long do we have to camp. Zimbabwe is high altitude. I think it's about 1,400 meters above sea level, square meters above sea level. So we need to plan accordingly to make sure that the camp is done at a similar climate, and so that to give the players a very good advantage. So level playing ground, like, absolutely. So what we're doing is we're planning, and we'll make sure that the team is well motivated towards that. So and also tournaments. We need to give the guys at home some more games to play in so that they can stand a chance of making the team. So so those are the areas where we are concentrating on, basically.
Azeez Ladipo for talking to us. We've been talking to Azeez Ladipo, the former captain of the Black Stallions, that's the Nigerian national rugby team, and of course is the general manager of the team. Thank you so much for talking to us, Azeez.
Thank you for having me.